Hey there, people. Too Tall here. So, today in the mail I received a Meteor piston for the Husqvarna 262. And I have not took it out of the box yet. We got our sear clips, ring, wrist pin, and a shiny new piston. Ain't that pretty? So first, I want to show you how this cylinder turned out. So I believe last time I had just done one side of the transfers. Here we have both sides. You can see I widened that upper a fair bit. And then our intake, see how I dimpled that? And then I did go ahead and I tickled the roof of the exhaust and the floor of the intake. I didn't, as I was explaining in the previous video, I did not widen it because I felt it was already wide enough, and not having this in hand to measure the skirts, I didn't want to go down that road and possibly regret it. So now that we have this, we can go ahead and check it. So we are at 1.321. 1.321. I'm going to write that down. Piston skirt 1.321, and our exhaust is about 1.16. Thereabouts. 1.1. All right. I found good documentation is critical when you start doing a lot of builds. It took me quite a while to get into the habit of this, and I'm glad I did. I regret having not documented information on a lot of my earlier saws. So, alright, so we've got an exhaust port width of 1.16 of an inch, or 1 inch, 0.16, with a piston skirt of 1.321 inches. So we've got about an eighth and some change. So I don't think I'm going to tickle them at all. We're just going to leave that exhaust port as it is widthwise. So, alright. So now I'm going to move on to working on this piston. As I've showed before, and I'll just go ahead and show it again. Let me find a pointer. I will round these corners. You see these hard ridges here. Oops. I'll transition stuff like that down. These windows are already pretty wide. I might be able to open them up a little bit. These windows here. I have a feeling I'm not going to try to do too much. I don't want to really grind into this bridge. I don't want to weaken that. And you don't want to grind into this, really. Might be able to take a little bit, you know, off here. I don't really want to go into my skirts at all for reasons already discussed. So, and then on the inside, you see all those lines and ridges on the inside of the skirt. We'll transition all that. We might reach up in there to under the top side and take some of that down. We'll see. Anyway, so I'm not going to do this in real time. I'll pause the camera here in a second and I'll grind on this, and then I'll pop back in and show you what I've done. So see you back in a flash. Okay, I'm back. So just got done working this piston. Rounded the corners there on the skirts. Didn't really open the windows up much, you know. I got in there, you know, hit the casting lines, ridges, but where I did the work was on the inside. You see how I tapered all that in. It used to be a pretty good ledge there. I feathered all that back. Should help with flow a little bit, shave a little bit of weight. Oh, that's something that I forgot. When I paused the camera, I just started to grind, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to get a initial weight. So the initial weight was 65 grams. And let's see where we're at now. We're at 62. So we only lost 3 grams, but you know, this piston, in my opinion, is light enough in the way it's made. I don't feel like it's necessary to try to chase any more weight. If I do, I don't know, I could end up shooting myself in the foot and weaken it. I don't want to do that. So I think this is what we're going to go with. So I took this sandpaper drum, which I can't remember the grit on this, but it's pretty fine. This is what I typically use for a lot of my finish work. Went around all the corners and edges and down the sides of the skirt, just touched it, you know. Sometimes these come pretty knife edged, and I just don't like it, so I just hit it a little bit. So, and along here, just smooth it out a little bit. So, there we are. 262 piston complete. Next phase will be put this on the bottom end of the saw and degree wheel cylinder and see where we're sitting for numbers. But I don't think I'm going to do that tonight. My initial plan was to just push through and get it all in one video. But it's getting late. I've had a hard day and I'm not feeling that great. I got a little tickle in my throat, and I hope I'm not getting sick, but yeah, it's just the way it goes sometimes. So anyway, without further ado, you all take care, wherever or whenever you might be. Bye.